starts with one thing. I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to What Shall We Do Next? I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 87,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey. So hit subscribe and join the fam. And also, guys, go follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, so go follow me on all of those. And as you guys know, I recently started a Facebook account, so you can add me on Facebook, and we can be Facebook friends, so go do that. Link is in the description. And finally, be sure to turn on the notification bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you! But once again, I am coming back at you guys with another creepy video, and today, we are talking about another scary story. Whew, I just need to catch my breath first. I was just wrestling with my cat, and she won. But today's scary story is called I See You, and You See Me. I see you, you see me, we are a happy family. So the story of I See You, You See Me is a spooky story from Mexico about a young man who breaks an old superstition when he makes plans with his girlfriend. Oh, you know where you went wrong? Making plans with his girlfriend. I'm just kidding, girls. No need to attack. I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you. But enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get right over to the story. I see you. You see me. There are many superstitions in Mexico. Some of these ancient beliefs have been passed down from generation to generation, and others are followed because of warnings from elders and past experiences. One well-known superstition is that you should never make plans with friends or family outdoors in the dark of night. The reason for this, the older folks say, is that there are always things lurking in the darkness, listening and waiting for the perfect opportunity to trick you, take advantage of you, and destroy you. This is a story about something that happened to my grandfather when he was a young man. His name was Jose, and he was just 20 years old at the time. He was working as a fisherman in the small coastal village where he was born. He still lived with his mother, and his girlfriend Raven lived just down the street from him. Her family owned a small boat and fished in the same area as Jose. One night, after finishing work, he met Raven, and they went out for a quiet drink together. When the bar closed, they decided to head home, and their journey took them by an old cemetery. As they made their way down the lonely country road, there was only the light of the moon to guide them in the darkness. When they reached Jose's house, he said to his girlfriend, "Hey Raven, let's leave a little early tomorrow so we can cast our nets before everyone else gets to the shore." "That's a good idea," Raven replied. "We can leave around 5 a.m. tomorrow while it's still dark. I will come to your front yard to pick you up, so be ready to go when I call you." "See you in the morning," said Jose as he kissed her goodnight. They waved to each other and went their separate ways. Early the next morning, Jose was awoken by the sound of someone calling his name. "Hey, Jose, wake up, let's go." Jose dragged himself out of bed and looked out the window. He saw Raven standing in the front yard, staring up at him. When he glanced at the clock, he saw that it was 4:30 a.m. "You're early," he called. "Just give me a minute." "Hurry up," shouted Raven. "It will be bright soon." Jose quickly dressed and grabbed his things. When he ran downstairs and opened the front door, he saw Raven was already walking down the road. "Hey, wait for me," called Jose anxiously. But Raven didn't turn around. She just kept on walking. Jose ran after her and tried to catch up with her. But then, Raven started running too. He thought this was strange, and when he slowed down, so did Raven. She never looked back and just kept the same distance between them. Eventually, they neared their favorite fishing spot, which was only a few minutes away. To get there, they had to cross a deep trench with a narrow bridge across it. When Raven came to the middle of the bridge, she suddenly stopped and stood very still. Her back was to Jose, and he couldn't see her face. For some reason, Jose got a weird feeling in the pit of his stomach. Something felt very wrong to him. Raven was acting very strange, and he was afraid to get on the bridge at the same time as her. So he called out to her and told her to go on ahead, saying he needed to tie his shoelace. As Jose bent down to tie his shoe, Raven turned around to face him. That's when he saw it. She was grinning from ear to ear, but it wasn't a happy smile. It was a smile he had never seen on his girlfriend's face before. It was as if her features were twisted into an evil grimace. All of a sudden, Raven threw herself off the side of the narrow bridge. Jose got to his feet and simply stared in shock. He didn't know what to do. He was so stunned he could barely believe what just happened. Just then, he heard Raven screaming, "Jose, help me! Help me, please help me!" Instinctively, he ran towards the bridge and peered over the edge. He couldn't see her anywhere. "Raven, where are you?" he cried out desperately. "I can't see you, where are you?" He just kept hearing Raven's voice screaming, "Help me, please help me." Jose was about to jump into the trench to save his girlfriend when something made him stop in his tracks. He hadn't noticed it until now, but in between Raven's screams, she was laughing. It wasn't a normal laugh, though. It seemed maniac and mischievous, almost diabolical. Jose felt the blood freeze in his veins, shaking like a leaf. He backed away from the bridge. Something told him that he was in danger. His instinct made him turn around and run in the opposite direction. He dashed down the road towards his house as fast as he could. Jose was so scared that he ran straight into the house and went upstairs to wake his mother. She was lying in bed, and when she saw Jose's pale face, she knew something was wrong. Her son could hardly speak. He was overwhelmed with fear and guilt. He couldn't help the feeling that he may have left his girlfriend to drown back there. "What's wrong, Jose?" asked his mother. "You look like you've seen a ghost." "I don't know, Mama," he whispered. "I think something horrible happened to Raven." His mother hugged him tightly as he cried on her shoulder. Just then, he heard a voice calling from the yard. "Hey, Jose, wake up, let's go." He got up and looked out the window. He saw Raven standing in the front yard, staring up at him. When he glanced at the clock, he saw that it was 5:10 a.m. "Sorry I'm late," she said cheerfully. And that is the end of that. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, and I know exactly what I'm thinking. According to my calculations and my knowledge of the paranormal and supernatural, I would say this was a doppelganger! This definitely sounds like a doppelganger situation to me. I don't know. It could possibly be a shapeshifter, or, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm going with doppelganger. I am. I'm sticking with doppelganger. Doppelganger, but I am sticking with that. I believe that this was a doppelganger and it was tricking him into killing himself because it was manifesting itself as his girlfriend, so he would jump into the water to save her even though he's gonna die. And I believe that this doppelganger was trying to trick him into killing himself. So, well, that's basically it, just to kill him, because they're horrible creatures. But my question to all of you for question of the day is, what do you think this was? Do you believe it was a doppelganger? Let me know in the comment section. That is question of the day. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap a like on it. Let's see if we can go for 87 trillion likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. And if you guys didn't see my previous video, I worked really hard on that, and it was a very late upload, so a lot of you guys probably missed it. But if you didn't see it, it was about the Titanic. It's 12 stories, which were apparently true. about ghosts of the Titanic. So if you guys want to see that, check it out when the outro comes on right about here. And if you just want to watch another random video, you can click this side and it will do that too. But remember the most important thing, guys, chase your dreams. I love you all. Don't let anybody bring you down, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another video. Peace out.